And then I played Pacific Drive, but I want somebody else to talk about that.
Oh yeah, I played Pacific Drive. Back set in my stomping grounds of the Pacific Northwest, the Olympic occlusion zone or whatever. That game is kind of still an unknown. Like they've only shut it off a couple of times with some basic like idea of what that game is, but to actually like sit down there and see what that game is. You only get like one loop through.
Sure.
It's like a roguelike, clearly that's like car based, but you only really get you're either gonna die or finish the loop.
I died in my run. But I love dying.
But
Same.
yeah, you just get your like shitty wagon and
It's like ultra realistic. But
yeah,
it's also like
Silly.
but not
silly realistic.
but not like
Yeah.
but they didn't make it unfun. Like
Yes.
there is like you have to because it's resource management too.
Right,
It's a survival game, so it's like okay, you need to like pick up this tire that you found and put it on your car because it's missing its tire. You get a weld, you get like a torch to like repair your panels, and it like you have like a percentage, and you got to fill it up with gas, you keep gas in there and everything. And then you get your car. Well, first I got in the car, and then I sit down, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to put the hood down and go back out and slam the hood down. Go back into the fucking car.
You basically find an abandoned station wagon.
Yeah. Well, but it's clearly that's clearly just your car. It's clearly not an abandoned wagon because it's filled with technology that you put in there. It seems like you're stealing, like in the long game, you're going to be stealing shit off of other cars that you find that are literally.
It's kind of like creating a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of that's really in the game. Really, it's kind
In
of
the demo. Yeah.
You can do it for funsies, but you don't have to. But like this one just has like there's a map that is like in the passenger seat. So like, and there's like, it's got markers on it that were like, in this demo, you're trying to find.
Go to the circles.
Yeah, you're going to these little triangles that are on the map because they have these little.
They're actually
orbs.
squares. Both of you said different shapes.
Yeah,
No, it says circles on my map.
Yeah.
It said go to the circles.
Mine were squares.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm 100% positive mine were squares.
Okay.
So.
I think you're a square.
Anyways, so like there's like these like basically reality tethers that you have to go to and get these orbs that are in there. You have to grab the orb and take it to your car and put it in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
What do you look like you got something you want to say?
Well, I was gonna say the coolest thing I think is like you have to like put the brake on.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like I pulled the car to there, get out of the car, grab the orb, you turn around and you see the car just rolling
it was only
away.
you that would do that. Like the first thing so what you have to do is not only do you turn the key, you have to put the car in drive.
Yeah.
But if you put the car in the drive, it's like, oh, I'm eventually going to have to put it in park once you get out of the
didn't
car.
it's a video game.
Never be in a car with you.
It's a video game. You don't expect it to be that like
Grand
nuts
Theft
and
Auto.
bolts. Like
JJ
yeah, you don't expect it to be that nuts and bolts for something that's
it's
like
so good.
But it's funny that that's there. You just see your car just rolling away as you're like trying and the orb is also slowly like lowering your health too because it's like radioactive.
Yeah.
So
this is great. Everything's trying to kill you in this.
There's these like gravity rifts that pop
Yes.
up.
Yeah.
So you're driving down and like a rift will pop up and your car was like
Yeah.
fly up in the air. You'll like land, it's like and you'll look over, see your map, it'll show like your car's broken in here. You have to get out like
So the cool thing with the map is that you're literally in your car. So you have to turn your head.
It's
You
not
have to turn
a
your
pop,
camera.
Yeah.
It's not a pop-up map. It's not like in like a Far Cry game where like the character like pulls out a paper map or something. It is like in the passenger seat, so you have to turn.
You're holding the right trigger to accelerate.
Yeah.
You're using the left stick
to
to
steer.
steer and using the right stick to look
over
at the
the
map.
map.
Look over at the map.
It's totally.
And you're trying to like.
It's great.
And you're
It's so
trying
great.
to like, because shit is going on around you because it's like
a lot of stuff.
it's the SCP shit. There's aliens, there's electricity, there's pillars coming up from the ground, there's energy buzzsaws doing shit.
It's so cool.
And so you're like, you're trying, like, I need to move.
Yeah.
But, like, I can't stop and try to get my bearings. So you're trying to find the perfect, like, to keep my eyes on the road while looking to make sure I'm heading in the right direction towards my next objective. And it's
also like you need to go off road, but the car isn't.
the car sucks
So
off
you're like,
road.
it's like you're like barely going up.
I got out of the car and I ran up and I grabbed a couple
So, like-
orbs and we'll run back.
So I ended up getting all 3 orbs, and then it makes you like choose one of like 2 on mine. I don't know how it is for you guys because it is roguelike. It's semi-randomized.
Yeah.
I don't know if the demo is because I only played it once, so I have no way to confirm.
Well,
You guys
yeah.
have different shapes.
Sure.
I wonder if they kept like or maybe not even the same seed, but like a subset of seeds
Yeah.
to make sure
But
that
like each station has a different
Maybe.
seed, so like you're like
Yeah.
just to like reduce bugs.
So you pick the one you want to go to, and then you just have to like drive to this orange pillar that's off in the distance. Unfortunately, my orange pillar was off-road. So,
Nice.
and after you activate this, it does that PUBG thing where the ring starts kind of coming in on you.
Yeah.
So you're sitting
The
there.
storm. It's called the storm.
The storm, yeah, is coming in, and so I'm in the mud, going like just 15 miles an hour through the mud, trying to get to the thing, and like eventually the thing goes beyond me, and you're taking damage, and the car is busting
You're
apart
lifting
and
up off the
stuff.
ground and
At one point, like I didn't see them, but Zach was talking about aliens that he saw that were fucking with his car with a magnet.
really?
And
Oh shit!
at one
Awesome.
point, as I'm trying to get to the cone, my car starts being pulled in, so I think the same thing is starting
Yeah,
to happen.
there's-
Didn't
there's
see any
like
alien shit.
3 of
whatsoever.
them flying around. They have magnets, and like I would walk towards. I like got out my car to go grab an orb, and I walked towards my car, and they kept just barely pulling it away. Right as I was
Yeah, they were
walking
just
towards
fucking
it.
with him. They were
It's
just
like,
playing
I was
keep away.
walking, and they pull it. I walk and they pull it.
Antagonistic alien. I loved. It was like I felt like I was Clark Griswold in post-apocalyptic. It's
Yeah.
like it's a
So-
station wagon. I'm like, you know what? I'm not only am I gonna put the tire on this wagon, I'm gonna fix every freaking metal
Yeah.
panel. I'm gonna paint
Yeah.
every metal panel. I'm gonna take a look and make sure there's nothing missing under the hood.
I
It's all
accidentally.
working. Okay, let me go find some parts and come back. I loved it.
It was very funny because I
Stupidly awesome.
accidentally was like when the game first started, the demo first started. I was like, pull out your blowtorch and repair
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Like, do I have to repair the engine? And I walk up to the engine and I push R1, which is like the interact button, and I just pull the whole engine block out. And I'm just like,
What is that?
If you do that on the door, you just pull off your
Pull the whole door off.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be some sort of like reason other than like to
There-
do that. Like, what's the reason?
There
for
has to be
removing
like a
panels?
mechanic to like upgrade your car.
Yeah.
I gotta think that you'll probably find like some type of off-road tires for the
Yeah.
stuff.
It would be funny
Your
if it would be
engine,
like,
something that.
you need your car to weigh less, so get
Sure.
as much panels
Sure.
off of this thing as you can get.
Yeah.
But I barely made it to the pillar and ended the cycle.
I did. Yeah, I died. When I got out of the car.
Yeah.
When it was like 10 seconds left, I'm like, let's fucking do this. Got out of the car and waited,
Yeah.
and you just see this big red wave
Yeah.
coming at you. It's basically me going Independence Day,
Platoon
fucking, let's do it,
style, you're
Platoon
just
style.
Was there any other resources for like universal player other than your speed?
I was too focused
Yeah.
on like the
didn't
gameplay loop.
notice.
I didn't
Like,
notice.
there's a sprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to manage like your gasoline.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And
It's
electricity.
mostly like car based.
And the character had like other tools on him.
Right.
I didn't even know what
I
any
didn't
of them did or
Although-
use them.
As I'm dying, I'm like, oh, let's have fun. I took the flares out, and I'm like waving the flares. I'm like, we're gonna fucking die.
Like the rock, you're on top of the.
Yeah, legit. It was pretty cool.
Nah, that game's that game's pretty cool.
I talked to one of the devs. He's the 3D guy. He was like
Sounds like somebody you'd like to talk to.
I did. I talked
models
to
and
him.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Car
said
model.
like I worked on Burnout and I liked that game. I've worked on other car games. I don't like those as much. He like hates like the nitty
Sure.
gritty stuff on like cars. He said like this game is like an amazing thing to work on for me because it's so weird. He's just saying like all the cool stuff he had to make for cars, but it's also like those off the beaten path cars that you
Well,
don't get to model. Like
It's
a
the nitty gritty.
Winnebago.
It's the nitty gritty part, but like the fun nitty
Yes.
gritty part.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
not like I'm gonna have. What about the level of the transmission? It's like
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, you don't care about
you no. I'm gonna code the part of the car that nobody actually interacts
Yeah.
with in a normal racing game.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
cool.
I can't wait to see what the like overall game feels like. How much of this am I really going to spend my time working on my car, and what am I actually going to be doing with the car?
I hope that it makes you God, imagine that you can't pick up the engine. You actually have to go out and find a pulley or some shit.
You gotta find an engine stand out there and
I would love if they
get it jacked.
the actual driving controls that allowed you to use the steering wheel and then all that running around an Xbox controller. That would be insane.
Cool.
What else did you
It all needs to be like Desert Bus, where the car just is always drifting.
Kind of felt